on Titan.
Wow.
Tackle the Titans. Well, I thought we were done rustling.
I'm sorry.
That's terrible audio. That's why I said let's finish the rustling before we start the stream, so people don't have to listen to that.
I'm sorry.
Are you? If you were sorry, you wouldn't have done it. You ever think about that?
I'm sorry.
Okay, alright. Welcome, nobody, to the finale of 7 days.
It's day.
It's day 7. Finally,
it's
time
it's
to
the
be
last
done.
one. It's not even. It's like day what 8 or something.
Day 8, dude.
Day 8.
Alright, let's do it. It's Murasaki time. Start the chapter.
Wow.
7 days, the purple envelope, dude.
Wow. It's purple.
It's purple and an envelope.
We're not even gonna... I'm probably not gonna even have a voice.
I doubt it.
Kinokuniya.
Oh, does
wait,
this take... Oh, shit, Nitesh, you're the main character today.
Wait, it's me?
It's purple, so it must be.
It must be me. It's a purple envelope. My heart was hurting. I had no idea why. The fact that Chiako... Oh, yeah, it is! Wow. The fact that Chiako and Shuichi met again was something to be happy about. I doubted my eyes at first, but the girl I'd seen today was definitely Chiako.
Oh shit, this is just gonna be her being like, fuck, I thought I killed those bitches
so
for
sad
good.
the whole time. Yeah. She's gonna be like, I thought I murdered her with my own hands. She was an adult, or more like, she was as she would have been in the future if she had survived.
Had I not killed her.
I was really happy about that. And yet, about the fact that
And yet there is a storyline here tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I was really happy about that, except for the events of this that are going to happen now. About the fact that Shuichi's future was connected to
Grandpa's vengeful
Chiako.
spirit after shoving him into the well.
Even in a different timeline, Grandpa's reincarnated. That's what I'd wish for. I'd wanted this from the bottom of my heart.
I don't know, it sounds like you're trying to convince yourself,
And
lady.
yeah. This was how it was supposed to be, and it became reality, which I don't know how or why, but I guess it's fine. I'd always been certain that they were connected by something invisible, something special.
Stormy, since you don't have any lines right now, could you check the volume for us?
Okay.
Thank you.
Then why did my heart hurt so much?
I don't know. Why did it hurt so much?
The person I liked would be happy now.
Damn, ain't that a mood?
Wow. Oh, I get
Oh
it.
shit, Murasaki's the one talking?
It was
Holy shit. What a wild thing.
twist. This is unrequited love.
Unrequited.
Unrequited.
I think I'm a little loud.
You're a little loud?
Yeah.
7 days. Purple time.
Purple time.
It's purple time.
Purple.
Oh, I just thought about it. Murasaki is just Japanese for purple. Anyway.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't learned that yet.
That didn't click until just now. I returned home as usual. This ain't your house, lady. When we were
Do they is it like those same houses that
like every house is the same?
Yeah.
That's produced. It might be, but this is definitely Shuichi's house. When we were leaving school, Shuichi didn't take his bag with him and just went deeper into the hallway. At the very least, it didn't look like he was about to return.
Sorry, Murasaki. I'm gonna go upstairs for a quick JO sesh.
He probably went to see Chiako.
That's what I said.
Wait. I'm very confused as to what's happening. Did he just, like, walk away? There was no car outside either, so Shuichi's mom was probably at work or shopping.
Yeah, I just went out the back door.
I walked to the Kanzaki house without much hesitation. There was something I'd forgotten. Dun dun dun.
There were more ghosts. Pick, thank you for the sub. Pick, if anybody's volume is too loud or too quiet, please let me know. Otherwise, we're great. There was something she'd forgotten.
It was an object that had been staying there during the summer, but was no longer necessary.
Big Daddy, dude.
It was Kinokuni.
I knew it.
Daddy, which once had Shizuku in it. Oh yeah, Big Daddy was hers. I forgot.
Yeah.
Huh? It wasn't here. I could have sworn it was in this room until only yesterday. Had I just imagined it? No, that would have been weird.
Ah, yes, I daydream about my possessions in somebody else's living room.
For some reason, I had a bad feeling about this that I couldn't ignore.
I just love the concept of being like, hey, wait, did I leave my chair in your apartment? No. Okay, it must have just been, wishful thinking or something.
What?
Though Kokichi was back in its original spot, on the dresser where it was before Mari possessed it. It's the time travel,
It's the
remember?
time travel.
I opened up one of the drawers and saw a Japanese doll there. It looked as if no one had touched it for many years. Because they hadn't.
Because she
we're
never
in a
had
new
7 girls
timeline now.
inside of her.
Could it be that... A certain possibility dawned on me, and I opened the large window leading to the balcony and jumped out.
And there was the balls.
I knew it.
The wind
The
chimes.
wind chimes. They weren't here. Of course not. We bought them afterward. It wasn't that they'd been recently removed either. Didn't we wasn't this very clearly established last time, or was it just
Maybe.
that we could understand context clues? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but...
They hadn't been here to begin with. I see.
Do you?
Doesn't this make it?
Now
Her eyes were closed.
like that. You don't.
Like these girls haven't been saved. The other girls. So
I guess
Well,
not.
Hey, that's kind of fucked up, actually.
Yeah.
Wait.
only
Is there
Chiako
something-
now.
Well,
What
but
the
Chiako
fuck?
was. Wait. no,
Chiako was the last one to be killed.
Huh.
I don't even remember what happened. What happened when we sent her back?
I don't know what the repercussions are.
Yeah, did we have her grandpa arrested, or did we just send her
We
to a
left him
house?
in the well.
Didn't he Didn't we
Oh,
yeah? Didn't
yeah.
we just send him to super hell in a well?
Yeah. We pushed him down a well, called the police, and then
Yeah.
gave
No, we
Chiako
didn't
to our
call the
dad.
police, right? We talked about calling the police.
Oh yeah, that might have been us.
We didn't even actually call.
That
the
might have
police.
just been
Yeah,
us.
he's in the well with the grandma.
Uh-oh.
Grandma corpse.
Yeah, he threw grandma in the well.
Oh
We
yeah,
threw him in
the
well.
block of meat.
Remember, because we
that
summoned
used to be
everyone
your
in a way
grandma.
that should not be possible.
Yeah,
Bet reality.
Why couldn't Kinokuniya save us? That
This
would
was
be
a world.
better.
This was a world where the wind chimes hadn't existed to begin with.
That's a great sentence for out of context.
A world without the cursed. A world without the cursed Blu-ray, or even the 7 ghosts.
That's the Sonic game, I think. The
It's
Cursed
all
Blu-ray and the
about-
7 Ghosts.
It's all about Betamax, baby. That was how we'd rewritten the past. Okay, so you remember that.
And then she goes to the convenience store, and Mario's like, "Hello there." Excuse me, who the fuck is Mario? He doesn't exist. Sorry. And Luigi's like, "Hello there. Can I get you some Hydrox?"
God. So here's the thing. Why are you and Shuichi not why are we okay?
Yeah, the question is, who else remembers what?
Yeah, I assume
I was gonna
nobody,
ask about
but
mom and stuff. Yeah.
because mom remembered her, remember?
Yeah.
Because in this new canon we've established, Shuichi asked mom about hey, wasn't there a girl that lived in my house for a bit when I was baby? And she was
Well,
like,
no,
yeah, there was."
that we know, but we don't remember if mom remembers girl from pre-timeline switch. I don't think we ever asked her, "Hey, remember that girl with 7 personalities who was living with us for several months?"
I assume she doesn't because she would have been like, hey, isn't it weird how that girl who lived here before and that girl with the 7 personalities from before the alternate universe had the same.
But then the question would be, why do me and Murasaki remember it? Yeah.
That's the question, yeah. I looked around and yet didn't see any changes in the sky or the ground.
The question is, what does Kinokuniya remember? Is the real question.
But he's not going. I think no.
But he's not going to remember this chapter though. He's not going to show up in this chapter. So
he's not. He's not. He's
absolutely not. This one's about Murasaki. You think Murasaki gives a damn about Kinokuniya?
Where's the Kinokuniya secret chapter DLC? Is this really okay?
Oh no, we didn't. The Kickstarter didn't unlock that one. That would have been another $100,000.
I'm surprised I didn't like this one, to be honest. Not that this game was like bad or anything. It was just that like I wasn't expecting an original
niche.
Like, yeah. Looking at the place where the wind chime should have been made me feel a bit uneasy because there weren't any wind chimes there. Just how much of an effect had our actions had on the world? A lot of them. For now, besides Chiako, there was nothing.
I can't believe the reason that doesn't exist anymore is because of them.
Oh, I can't say it. Censored.
Yeah.
For now, besides Chiako, there was nothing else that strange.
I just feel like there was somebody at that convenience store besides Luigi, but I just can't remember their name.
Was this world I was even in real to begin with?
I truly read that as, was I even real to begin with?
Yeah.
What if I was the illusion?
What if I was in some sort of illusion? What if I was an illusion?
Murasaki, look, I've always sort of had some respect for you as the only character in this game with a brain. Please don't make me rethink my... What if this entire time Murasaki's only pretended to be smart and her internal monologue this entire time has been just as stupid as everyone else's?
Well, it's true. We don't get to see that. No, better to stop that train of thought. Ah, see, this is why Murasaki's better.
This is why she's the best.
There was no basis for that. Thinking about it would just make me go nuts.
Hey,
you see?
There she is.
See?
There she is.
Not one time.
There's our Murasaki.
Never had that thought once. Well, there's still something I probably have to investigate. What's with all these games with stupid MCs and then some purple-haired girl who knows everything and how to save the day?
Which other one are you thinking of?
Danganronpa.
Oh. There was a purple-haired girl in the first one, you're right.
Yeah, she did solve all the problems.
And she does just casually go into other people's rooms. And
she does just casually go into Shuichi's room. I wasn't looking for anything in particular. Just felt like I had to check if there's really nothing notable. That was it. But just as I suspected, I didn't see a single thing that was strange, except for the fact that he wasn't here, and I was.
Which is a bit strange, but you know.
Which is a bit strange, but it's fine, because his mom wasn't here, so it was okay. And don't worry about how I have the keys to his house.
Snooping around his house when he's like, just watching a movie with his mom or something.
Don't worry, I have the keys. The only difference was that the proof of the memory spent with the girls are gone. There was nothing unusual besides that. But that is pretty unusual. Phew. Upon realizing there was nothing, I sighed and just stared at the room.
Instead of doing what, like, a normal person would do, which is leave.
I
just stayed there and just stared at the room that didn't belong to me.
It wasn't mine. This is probably the last look I would get of it. Huh?
Like, are you guys not friends? Shuichi's like, I've replaced you in my life with Chiako. Goodbye forever, Murasaki.
There's no point in staying here for too long. Murasaki, what's that? I would return to being nothing more than a childhood friend who's not allowed to hang out with anyone anymore. Just like how the summer was rendered non-existent. Oh my god, Murasaki's gonna get rewritten out of the story.
I can't believe the purple envelope is replaying the entire game but without Murasaki, which would actually just be the intro where we get crumpled up into a ball.
What if we play that again, but we play from Murasaki's point of view?
That would be hilarious.
It really would be wild, because it would be like every day our friend comes over and does a different weird crime on us and then leaves. After placing my hand on the doorknob, I quickly turned around. I knew this feeling. It was a presence I'd felt many times this summer. It was brief this time, but there was no way I wouldn't recognize it. It was Chiako's presence, released by the cursed Blu-ray. Where did it come from?
Where did it go?
Where did it come from, Chiako? The cursed Blu-ray couldn't exist right now. It's true. I returned to the center of the room, closed my eyes, and sharpened my senses. Focus energy. It was weak, but there was no mistaking it. I could feel it. I knew Chiako's presence well.
Oh, is that what the kids are calling it these days?
I opened my eyes and before me I saw a Blu-ray, the TV. Wait a minute. It was definitely coming from somewhere around it. Are we going to turn on the TV and it's just going to be the same Blu-ray of Chiako dying again? I took the remote and turned it on. That's what I saw was a familiar place.
And a familiar face.
It was the road not far from here. It had no security cameras or anything, but this TV here was showing that footage regardless.
Damn fucking FBI, CIA, NBL,
NBA.
JQR. They got into my TV again.
What's going on? Was the curse still going on?
Yeah, dude. My attack and defense keep rising.
There's six other girls.
The feeling this gave me wasn't malicious enough to be called a curse. It was just a spook.
It's just wasn't really a curse. More so of just like a word you wouldn't say around grandma.
I swear.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I figured I had to check what disc was currently in the PS4. There's no button to remove it.
You gotta
wait,
hold on.
Wait, what?
Hold on. So first of all, you have a faulty PS4, but second of all, folks, I just looked in the corner of the room and the artwork truly has PS4 written there. Can we take a moment to look? Can we truly take a moment to look at the console sitting on the desk in this artwork and how it says PS4 and no one's ever noticed?
I can't believe that they went with not there's no DVD inside or it's stuck. It's just they took off the machine. There's no button. I don't know how it got in there, but I can't get it out.
Yes, everybody knows the famous PS4 one. You get one game. You put one game into it, and that's all you get. That's your game for the rest of time.
You get 4.
If you had a PS4 and you could only put one game into it forever, what'd you put in? I'd put in Bug Snacks.
I was gonna say Bug Snacks.
I said
That's
it
why it's
first.
called the PS4 because it's PS4 one game. In fact, there were no switches on the device whatsoever.
I would have called it. I would have called it PS4 because it's piss poor planning.
God.
Of course, there's no switches. It's not like there's a switch.
They forgot to put buttons on this one.
Yeah, and then I tried to find the Xbox it came in, but that wasn't around either.
How do you even turn this thing on? If there were no buttons, then...
And then fucking...
Like, alter the timeline to make the PS4.
I'm just saying.
Destroyed the PS4.
I'm just saying. Shuichi's about to come back and be like, Murasaki, what are you doing in my room? And she's gonna be like, Shuichi, there are no buttons on your PS4, and he's gonna be like, what are you talking about? No. He's just gonna be like, what are you talking about? He just presses the button and turns out Murasaki just has no concept of how technology works.
I've never seen a button before.
Everything's voice activated in our timeline.
There is the button. I said, remember the ghost inside the smartphone? What do you mean? Voice recognition. Dimitri.
Oh my lord. How do I do it every time? How am I this stupid?
You mean a genius?
No, I don't. I absolutely don't.
You're a genius.
Wrong.
You can control.
I'm right this time. You're a genius.
God, this was the day and age when you can control things using your voice alone. I'm sure you can do that with a game console.
I'm angry that I've said this. What a time to be alive.
Be alive. Now that I knew that, it should be easy. Is the concept here that Murasaki forgot that we lived in an age with voice recognition technology?
I'm a bit lost on the plot here.
Is he okay? Is Murasaki, okay?
Okay, piss 4. Okay, piss 4.
You haven't given it a command. What's it supposed to do? Respond? Yo, what up, Murasaki?
It's not Chiako. God.
Yo, bitch, what cooking?
Okay, piss 4. I was probably using the wrong words. Yeah, probably. Hey, piss 4.
Yo, what up?
This was embarrassing.
No shit.
Are we just gonna walk in and Murasaki
yelling at this fucking video? As far as
he's
like,
gonna walk in, he's gonna be like, the button's in the back.
Truly.
What did you say to start a game again?
Please.
Game start.
I'm not an object.
What? Dual standby. Oh, key of cloud, power of magic, power of... She's gonna summon.
You're a fucking nerd.
She's gonna release. Despite all that, the PS4 did nothing. What kind of captor are you?
I'm gonna pretend it's the PS4. What kind of captor are you?
It's gonna be our friend. Wah! Or mom. I suddenly heard a voice behind me, and when I turned around, I saw an unfamiliar ghost. You surprised me.
Now the question is this ghost gonna get a portrait?
I hope so.
No, it's not. Just touch the symbol. I truly, it was Murasaki just not knowing how technology worked. There was a button.
It wasn't, yeah, twice over though. Because first she forgot that we lived in an age with voice technology, and then she forgot that this PS4 is too old to have it.
Just touch the symbol. A PS4's buttons do the thing when you just touch the surface.
I'm crying. This is actually how PS4s work.
See the disc removal mark there?
Oh.
Touch that and the disc will pop out.
Thanks.
There's nothing.
By the way, who are you? What is going on? Why did you come here of all places?
It's a lonely road. You know how these things go. I heard some sort of spell. This is my first time being a ghost, you know. Doubt there's anyone. No, that's you.
I doubt there's anyone who becomes a ghost for a second time.
I thought that hearing stuff like that was just part of the whole ghost thing, so I came to check and...
Forget what you heard.
Well, it's not like I have anyone I can tell it to. I'm fucking dead.
For someone who was aware that she was a ghost, you sure are calm.
You think so? I'd say I'm pretty shocked. My voice is normally like 50 decibels higher. Well, I kinda knew that I would die, so... You know...
Stop and get a ghost girlfriend?
I didn't think I'd be a ghost, though. Maybe like a wraith or a demon.
Murasaki's like, I do not want this conversation right now.
Honestly, I kind of expected spooky skeleton to be the vibe I was gonna get, but you know, ghost is fine.
Why was a person like this not moving on?
What's the conversation?
Like, why?
Why
are we having this conversation right now? You have any regrets? I have some regrets. People who become ghosts have regrets or worries keeping them bound here.
Oh, so that's how it is. I see. Huh? Are you a ghost?
No.
Hey, so...
Yeah, I could talk to ghosts. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna fucking leave. You seem freaky. Hey, so you have special powers.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Really? I didn't know that kind of person actually existed. And you're so young, too.
I don't think age has anything to do with it. More importantly, do you have regrets or not?
I have regrets.
I'm on a time limit. She sure had trouble speaking.
I guess I'll go see him.
So you have someone you want to see?
Well, not just see exactly. I'm a bit into him, I guess. You know what I mean, right?
Be more clear about it, please.
Oh, sorry. I want to possess him. Sorry, was that not clear? I want to possess him.
She's into Luigi.
Oh, damn it. How do I say this? You know, A curse? That's the word, right? I want to curse him.
That's not the word.
I know it's a bit absurd for someone my age, but still.
What? I see. Here's the thing. I have no idea how old this person is.
Here, I've just understood what this is. This is the ghost of the person who died. The person who used to work at the convenience store that we can't remember the name of.
Wow, it's true. You should go see him.
Who? My brother Luigi? Why?
After you become a ghost, you can only stay in this world for 49 days.
Ah, shit, I guess my 49 days ended 49 days ago. Because I just got taken off the eShop. That a rule or something? This is not Mario.
Well, you can't, no. It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. Yeah. His voice changed. Ah, I see, 49 days. Well, alright. I'll go and see him as a little souvenir for myself before moving on.
That's not what a souvenir is. Yeah, make sure you don't have any regrets. Also, don't haunt him.
You do!
The ghost waved her hand and passed through the window.
Swing your arms from side to side.
It was too late for me, though. I'm worse than a ghost. After seeing the ghost off, I remembered my goal and turned around. Hey, I think...
I'm sorry, Murasaki truly did just have a ghost teach her how to use a PS4.
What was the point of that interaction?
To learn PS4 mechanics.
Just to tell us that Murasaki does not know how to
truly
use
does not
technology.
understand technology.
I couldn't believe my eyes. It turned on. The scene on the TV screen now had a person standing in the middle of it. It was clearly Shuichi. There was no mistaking it. I could recognize him anywhere. The one on the screen was Shuichi. What's going on? I rushed over to the window and looked down at the location it was showing. However, I didn't see anyone there, let alone a Shuichi. Then I took out my smartphone and I made a call.
Hey, Murasaki!
Shuichi! You're on TV!
No shit,
I looked
really?
at the TV screen again.
How do I look?
The one there was spread out on the ground next to the pad looking at the sky above. He was passed out on the ground? It didn't look like he was answering his phone or talking to anyone.
Murasaki, hello, Murasaki. Are you in my home again, in my room, just staring at my room? Did you ever learn how a PS4 worked?
However, I definitely heard Shuichi on the other end of the call. Wait, Dimitri, is this like a different Shuichi?
Oh
or
my God.
Like, am I going to be the only one who remembers? And then Shuichi's like,
It's imposter Shuichi.
two of him.
Shuichi sus?
Shuichi? Where are you right now?
Doing wires.
I see.
I was doing leaves. Leaves. Murasaki, why are you?
I semi-unconsciously ended the call.
Report.
Then I stared at the screen. Shuichi?
He didn't. Oh.
He didn't respond.
I keep seeing like dialogue that isn't done by anyone and just assuming I have to read it.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because like they were like, you're the main character now. He was looking up at the sky, not moving an inch. Very dead. That was definitely Shuichi. He had his eyes fixed on the clouds for some reason.
Oh shit, that cloud looks like my mom. It's super hot.
That's where heaven is. My head was a real mess right now.
I'm always a mess.
Was this a recording? But the Shuichi that entered the video to save Chiyako didn't do anything like this. In fact, this had a bird's eye view perspective, the same from the time Chiyako was saved. If that wasn't the case, this was a video being taken from above, but that was unlikely. There was a bigger problem though. My fingers touched the disc removal button, making a little beep. However, no disc came out.
Oh, they did both, Nitesh. You were saying there wasn't going to be a disc, and there wasn't, but she also just didn't know how to operate a PS4.
I hate this. I hate being right.
Oh, so now you know how I feel.
It wasn't that it was stuck or anything. It was actually I'm so bad, Dimitri. This Fistful was playing something despite there being no disc, just to make it explicitly clear.
Hey bud, doesn't feel good, does it? Being right about something in this game. Real fucking crummy feeling, huh?
I didn't think they would subject both of us to this so early on. That was enough to understand that something wasn't right. Yeah, girl, we already knew something wasn't right when you called Shuichi and he was at school and he picked up this
phone. Or when Mario walked into the room.
Hey, why are we not at school right now?
No, I think school ended and he went to go hang out with his new teacher girlfriend.
Yeah.
And we're a lonely simp, so we just went back to his house and stared at his PS4 for a while.
I want to stare at his room. When I was leaving school, Shuichi was still there. He hadn't returned to his room yet. When I called, it was clear that he was nowhere nearby. That was what I knew to be reality.
Is this a real life?
In that case, was the one on the screen a doppelganger?
Oh. Cabello, this is the timeline where we shove Grandpa down a well, we give baby Chiako to our dad, and then she grows up to become a teacher, and she's our hot new homeroom teacher.
Yeah, she is older than us, I think.
And it's probably very not germane, the relations that she's probably having with her student, so honestly, shame on you.
Right at this moment.
Shame on Chiako.
It was weird for the empty PS4 to show something like this.
And then, the next thing that we find out, another ghost comes into the room and is like, oh, didn't you know that PS4s don't actually need discs to play games in this day and age? And she's like, oh shit, really?
You can download them online and preload them. I'm a real gamer ghost. Anyway, time to go see my Comic Con. The only thing I had right now was Chiako's faint presence.
Chiako does remember the previous timeline, I think, yeah.
Yeah. But also, we don't know,
Yeah, we don't actually know that for a fact. She just kind of knew Shuichi.
We haven't actually met Chiako. We met her once.
We saw her and she, recognized him, which yeah.
Or Shuichi, rather. It was very faint, like a remnant.
But she was emotional about it enough that it really didn't seem like it was like, oh my god, the guy that I spent 3 days with once because we lived in the same house.
It wasn't like Shuichi. It was like Shuichi.
It was like Shuichi. So yeah, it probably remembers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The source was the PS4. I think.
Yes, Murasaki does remember the previous timeline. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I had to stop and think about this. Why was Chiako's presence still there? That's a good question. Was the curse still active? No, what if Shuichi and I really... What if what Shuichi and I did really rewrote reality? Wow, that was hard. Really rewrote reality. Now that Chiako was alive, the curse shouldn't have existed to begin with. It's true.
And Cabello, let me know if all the volumes sound good.
Actually, I don't know. Wait. No, right, because we saved Chiako before he was able to start his experiment, so none of the other girls should have died.
No, because they all died before Chiako.
The last girl.
No, I know Chiako was the last girl, but wasn't he doing experiments?
No, they died.
No, he killed each girl and got their blood.
So really saving Chiako was not really the way to do this.
No, because there are still 6 dead girls.
Yeah, we should have jumped. We should have done a little bit more time jumping. Remember how we did a lot of that? And
we should have. Well, we didn't really have a choice. Actually, no, we probably did have a choice because we were in the DVDs.
Just stopped looking.
Yeah, we were time jumping. We should have time jumped back to Sakura and then just called the police then.
Beat his ass.
Yeah. Maybe this wasn't something I should have even been thinking about.
You know, Stormy, you're right. We could have just kicked his ass. We literally did kick his ass at one point, didn't we?
That was hilarious.
We should have just kicked his ass earlier.
Were we worried that if he was younger, he would be too good at self-defense or something? I took out my smartphone. Today was
Shuichi just beats up old
Wambus Wednesday. Stormy's very quiet.
Oh yeah, well we did turn Stormy down a bit.
Yeah, I was a little loud.
Okay, well I've turned her up again.
If the time Chiako had was exactly 49 days, the time limit would be the day after tomorrow, September 6th. Well, that's not good. Does that mean despite all that happened, her 49 days weren't over because it was still the 4th? if that was the case, it wasn't strange for this place here to still have remnants of Chiako's presence.
So there's
hold on.
There's like Chiako like budded and had like a mini curse that she left behind.
Yeah, but like so then what now? Do we have like what's the Chiako in the real world like about? But wait, if we really do rewrite the past, her presence just couldn't be here. Yeah, it's true.
Is she still too quiet, Cabello?
So there was no reason for it to exist.
Testing.
1, 2, 3. It just doesn't add up. In that case, where was this remnant coming from? If what we had done was rewrite the past, what is this, Shuichi?
Hi! I'm Shuichi. Gotta turn Stormy up a little more.
The very fact that the screen was showing me this strange scene was inexplicable. If the past really had changed, nothing weird could be happening to Shuichi's PS4. Maybe there's something wrong with the premise itself. What if the past had never been changed? I had to go back to my room and gather my thoughts. Well, the other alternative is that we spawned in like a new... we brought in a new Chiako.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the alternative is that we can gather our thoughts in Shuichi's room.
I mean, that's true. There's no telling when Shuichi would come back here.
Okay, so you are aware of the fact that if anybody knew you were just in an empty house that didn't belong to you, that maybe that would be cause for concern. You are aware of that, but you're doing it anyway.
I have a feeling I know exactly when Shuichi will come back here. It's right now.
No, we're safe.
Phew.
Murasaki is kind of
I returned to my home and spread out some notes on the desk. Well, I mean, in her defense, we might have deleted the whole world. So,
oh my god, we're fucking doing timelines.
Was a ghost. Okay, we're just crossing the timelines. The timeline when Chiako was a ghost was A. That's timeline A. Okay, this is useful for us, for us to talk about it. The timeline on the other side of the cursed video where Shuichi sent his soul was A prime.
Can I just want to say something real quick. It's so fucked up that they locked an explanation of the timeline of the game in a DLC.
Not really, because like it doesn't matter.
I know, but it's just paid content to understand what the fuck is going on.
Oh, that's true. It is key content.
Discrepancies came up here, so like it's less bad and like, oh, there's the timeline's fucked. Find out more in the DLC. That would have been fucked up.
And the timeline what I was now in would be B. So what's B prime? The things that happened in A prime were reflected in reality, and A became B. They're like making a flowchart. Was the unexplainable video from A prime? Oh
my god. All I'm doing is I'm just listening to timelines, and I'm just thinking to myself, Natasha and I still haven't finished Steins Gate.
God.
It's the only takeaway I have right now.
The video from earlier. This is a fully unhelpful diagram.
Truly.
This makes it even
you've just drawn a couple of rectangles.
I'm more confused right now. Like this diagram is fucked up. I don't like it.
I like this one that just says it's a box that just says Shuichi.
I like that it kind of looks like a smiley face.
Yeah. If that was the case.
Oh, it kind of looks like that mouth that Murasaki makes when she goes, oh. With the little, like, diamond. Oh, it's like she put on sunglasses and she's like, oh.
This is a bird. That was the case with she's trying to beat different people.
She's wearing the fucking glasses you put on to look at the solar eclipse. You're like, oh, look at the solar eclipse.
Oh, those are the A and B. That's the sun.
Yeah, those are the sun.
Different Shuichi?
Oh shit, maybe I can go date the Shuichi Prime.
I hope that's what happens. Whatever you called it to me, that Shuichi now exists in both A prime and B. That wasn't right. Well, I mean, well, no, actually, we don't know about Chiako, but we do know that Shuichi is in both. Even if Shuichi exists in both worlds, it would be at odds with the assumption that the world had been rewritten.
Inexplicable!
The main problem here was the Shuichi from A Prime. You shouldn't be here, Shuichi. This world's another side of reality.
This world is another side of reality, one reconstructed from Chaco's memories. Another side of reality.
After becoming an evil spirit, Chaco opened countless doors to different times. Sure. What if World A hadn't been rewritten into B? What if A and B actually coexisted? We had first been in A and passed through A Prime and moved to B, where Shuichi's actions were reflected, right? Oh, so they're saying, what if we didn't rewrite the past, but we went into an alternate timeline where just Shuichi and I went there?
Went where?
Just Shuichi and Murasaki went into a different timeline.
Oh, and everyone from the original timeline is still in the original timeline?
Yeah, and vice versa.
Oh, so the A Prime, or the Shuichi we saw in the thing was the original Shuichi.
That's what this theory is. That's extremely fucked up, because it does mean that, our family, we're just deleted from that one, right?
No, I think it just means that the Shuichis and Murasaki's flopped. Because because we have a Shuichi in both timelines.
There is none here. But then what about A Prime?
Well, A Prime is between timelines. That's not a real timeline. A Prime is the movement from timeline A to timeline B. So the person we saw in the video was originally Shuichi B, who became Shuichi A, and now Shuichi A is Shuichi B. And we were Murasaki A, and now we are the Murasaki in B, despite originally being from A. That is the one theory, which is the one I assume they're going to go with. The one which is far more fucked up, and I actually much prefer, is that the Shuichi we're seeing in A is actually not a Shuichi, and they are truly just like a conjuration, and it's not like a person from another timeline.
It's like a construct that Chiako made.
Well, not like a construct, but just some spirit or something that it's an imposter.
The split timeline thing exists. I'm pretty sure
an imposter, you say?
Chiako would like to go back to the timeline A because.
Well, so here's the thing, right? Does that mean the one in A Prime currently is, assuming the theory that we were talking about before?
Well, let's not talk about A Prime, because I don't think there's anything in A Prime.
Well, A Prime is what we're looking at with the DVD.
No, I think A Prime is the looking between them. So where in B, we're looking through A Prime at A.
I don't think we're looking through A Prime at A, right? Because that's they're talking. Well, I guess they'll explain it.
Because I'm saying in the left one, we were under the assumption that A Prime was its own thing. But then when she drew the thing over on the right, it's showing that A Prime isn't its own thing. It's literally just the process of moving from one to the other. So I think what she's seeing here is that. I think what she's saying here is that the Shuichi she saw wasn't a quote-unquote A Prime Shuichi, and there is no A Prime Shuichi. It's just looking through the DVD. It's looking through A Prime at A.
Yeah, so it's just that's what's happening. Window. If we moved, it hadn't made sense for Shuichi to exist in both A Prime and B. Why had the number of Shuichis in the world increased?
What had we done? We've increased the number of Shuichis. This is terrible. What if the reason currently A Shuichi is just staring up into the sky listlessly is because he was in timeline B and he's been transported to a dimension where his girlfriend teacher is fucking dead as fuck? And he's just depressed.
God. What had we actually done? Increased. The number of Shuichis had increased from 1 to 2? No, that couldn't be right. It had to be something more basic than that. There can't be 2 Shuichis.
And here, in this moment, we will grasp a new possibility.
A new possibility. Where is this Shizuku conversation coming from?
I think it's memories that she has.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it wasn't stuff that we talked about, right? This must have been something that those two talk about, right? It wasn't something that we Shuichi and
no, it may have been something that was in the game and I just don't remember it.
And we just forgot. Yeah, maybe this is true. In the world we were now had been created based on the new possibilities from A Prime. new world. Yeah, so A prime is, I guess, the intermediary, like you said. And then, yeah, the changes in A prime are reflected in B, is, I guess, the idea. What if the amount of Shuichis that had it? What if it wasn't the amount of Shuichis that increased, but the amount of worlds? Okay, so this might be what I said before, that we were talking about before.
Yeah. We truly are now panenkoicing it up with parallel universes. You in A timeline is an A timeline. You can't say it's only half.
A prime.
There is no A prime.
A prime line. From our interference in A prime, the new world of B was born. Wait, what am I thinking? That was such an absurd theory. But I felt like I'd heard something like that before. It was something about the world being only a few moments old. I used my smartphone to run a search using relevant keywords, such as... well, tell me the 5-minute hypothesis. This isn't real, right?
Are you Googling it?
Look it up.
I need to make another thumbnail for this series, goddamn. I'm gonna have to find relevant things to make a thumbnail for. Although, Panenkoic and Among Us should make it pretty easy.
The 5-minute hypothesis is a skeptical hypothesis put forth by philosopher Bertrand Russell that proposes the universe sprang into existence 5 minutes ago from nothing, and human memory and all things of history included. Well, I guess there's not really anything you can say to prove against that. I'm so mad because this is the same thing that I just read in the Wikipedia article. Basically, even if you had memories of the more distant past, you couldn't disprove the idea that they, along with the rest of the world, had been created just 5 minutes ago. It's true. This was only a part of the hypothesis I just thought of. But if there was any value to it, maybe I couldn't ignore the data that the amount of worlds had increased. After all, this was the only way to explain how there could be a Shuichi existing in both A prime and B. So, what she's saying is that
there wasn't a B before.
There wasn't a B before. We split it off right at that point where the crossover is.
Yeah. And so the Shuichi in A is existing under... Oh! So the bad ending we got, where we just told her to fucking destroy the DVD and get it over with, is just depressed Shuichi just laying on the ground. Whereas this Shuichi is Shuichi that now has a goth big titty teacher GF.
Potentially, yeah. Maybe?
I think so.
Well, I'm sure this doesn't have any bad consequences, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
What do you mean that the new world B had been created when I dragged Shuichi out of the cursed video world A prime? Created? Or maybe A just multiplied or branched? Same thing, really. Regardless, I was now in world B, which considered the possibility where Chiako hadn't died. And the only ones who had memories of A were Shuichi and I, who were interacted with A prime.
Well, and Chiako herself. But she also interacted with A prime, I guess.
Not necessarily, yeah.
Oh, because her memories... Yeah, you're right. Well...
Because her memories...
Unclear.
Are unclear, right? Because she might...
It's hard to say.
I don't know. It's hard to say, because we haven't interacted with Chiako yet, really. I could be completely wrong, but this hypothesis did explain the strange situation. I suppose... if only Shizuku was here. Dead people don't come back, though. now Murasaki.
Hold on.
As a ghost whisperer. At first I thought the world had changed from A to B after I'd moved Shuichi from A to A prime and back.
Fucking Mario shows up again. He's like, "Hey, Paisano, I need help finding my brother." And she's like, "You're not real." It's like, "I showed you how to turn on a pistol." It's like, you're ghosts. Don't be ridiculous.
It's a ghost. But if the idea with the worlds increased in number was correct, it would mean that the world B, the copy of the new possibility in A prime, had just newly appeared. We hadn't moved into a neighboring world, but only made a modified copy.
Oh shit, I can't believe this entire universe takes place inside a GameCube memory card.
What's this DLC for? We really you're getting into the nitty gritty for no reason.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you here, Natasha. This DLC was made for me because I am fucking loving this.
What do you mean that Shuichi, who had been copied over from A to A prime, was now stuck there?
One of my biggest problems with the ending is that shit was messy and unclear. Yeah. I'm loving this.
God. If they can explain like the ending where all the girls came out, I'll be fucking impressed. That would mean that the screen showed me A Prime, the other side of the real world.
Okay, Nitesh, actually, let's think about this, because maybe we already have the answer, because we have been thinking about the world in terms of in terms of left-hand image.
You're so right.
But if we look at this in terms of this right-hand image, it actually does make a bit more sense.
Like any possibility, like any other world where any of the girls had survived, or anything could have happened where they did a time travel. Because if we assume that Chiako has time control powers, as now I guess, or like dimension altering powers.
I don't think it was her. Well, actually, yeah, because the A Prime, the existence of A Prime, is the going into the DVD. So you're right that the DVD, the cursed Blu-ray itself, is the thing that can create additional timelines. So, okay.
Shuichi, were you left behind there? Hey, it's gonna be pretty fucked up if there's like a Shuichi that we know that's like stuck in the hell world.
Oh, truly.
After some time, I put down my pen and looked at the letter. There, that should be enough. I didn't know what the thing I was about to do would result in.
Oh, it's the purple envelope, dude.
Myself could vanish. However, I didn't hesitate. The Shuichi there was Shuichi 2. Not Shuichi 2, but Shuichi 2.
Shuichi 1 in Shuichi 2.
If Shuichi Prime, one might say.
Shuichi
if he was a copy in a world that wasn't real. This world's Shuichi had already met Chiako. It was easy to imagine what kind of future that would bring. But if I vanished from this world, the Shuichi here would never stop trying to find me. I didn't want him to waste his happy days doing that. That's why I left him this letter. Oh my god. Wait, to be true, it really is like, don't worry, all you people who chipped Shuichi with Murasaki, we've got an ending that keeps the other thing we did canon, and also makes this okay.
Truly.
I'm just noting also my favorite color from my favorite letter set. Looking down at the sealed envelope, I thought about the scene that the screen had displayed. World A Prime could be seen from this world, and Chiako's presence was still there. That means that the door to the neighboring world is still open for like 2 days. So they really are like, okay, you're gonna go save Shuichi, and then he's gonna fall in love with you. I changed to my Shrine Priestess clothing, which doesn't seem necessary, but fine. And returned to the Kansaki household. No one had come back yet. Perfect time for me to jump into this Blu-ray. The TV in Shuichi's room was still on. That probably used a lot of power. Huh? Unlike last time, the screen now just showed just the scenery. Shuichi? He was gone. Where did he... Did this mean that you could go to places besides the screen displayed here? If that was the case, I have to find him before he goes too far away. What if he gets on a train? If I couldn't, that Shuichi would be all alone roaming that realm for a long time. He might die. Also, there was no telling how long the door would be open. I mean, it's there like 2 days, right? Once Chiako's 49th day came, the door between this world and that one would most likely be closed. I hadn't had any hesitations about this to begin with, but I became all the more sure that I had to act now. I couldn't bear to let Shuichi die all alone wandering in some other world. Leaving the envelope on the desk, I looked back at the TV.
Shuichi's gonna come home after a night of hot sex with his teacher girlfriend, and he's just gonna find a purple envelope, which is now on the table, by the way. I like how they keep changing that. Like, they totally just added piss for the first time. It was definitely not written there before, I guarantee it. And he's just gonna open this letter and he's gonna be like, hey, I jumped into your game console to go spend time with the other you, and he's gonna be like, what?
Who was this?
Who? It's like, I feel like I should remember somebody, but it's not coming to me.
I relaxed my whole body to steady my hastening heart. Hastening? It would be alright. This wouldn't be my first time doing this. The only difference now was that I would go there myself instead of sending Shuichi.
It's a lot harder when your own life's on the line.
Hey, remember when Shuichi said that this hurt a lot and was really painful?
Oh, true.
Holding my chest, I tore myself out of me, and I sent it toward the screen before me. Hey, this music is a lot scarier than
Murasaki corpse inside a room.
Don't worry about it.
I don't think it leaves the corpse behind. Shuichi. Oh, it's my turn to talk. I think.
Which Shuichi is it? That was the question.
We'll find out by if I'm fucking a girl or if I'm laying down. Based on the sepia tone, I would say we're inside the thing. I was lying on the side of the path.
Yep, that's the one.
The plan was I'd be taken back to the original world after just parting ways with young Chiako, but I hadn't heard her voice since then. What's happening, Murasaki? There was no one else in this world.
Wait. He's like just...
He just stuck in A prime. He's just laying on the side of the road in A prime.
What I fully forgot was we sent him to the past. He's not even like the normal.
Oh, true.
He's like he literally can't talk to it. Like
he can't go home because he's gonna be like, I'm your son from the future, and they're gonna be like, we're sending you to a mental institution, or calling the police if we don't feel so nice.
God.
I couldn't hear the hustle and bustle of the town. Neither Chiako nor my dad were at home. Everything around my home was surrounded by nothing but whiteness.
Oh yeah, he can't even go anywhere. He can go to like 4 places.
True. I couldn't hear Murasaki anymore. I lay down and nothing but stare at this. Oh right, because this only exists for Chiako's memories, so the only places he can go are places that Chiako remembers.
And he also only has a connection to the A world, to A prime. And now that Murasaki's in B, he can't hear her.
I had no idea what was happening. Had we failed? Was I stuck here? Would I be all alone here until I died?
You know, the answer was probably, and that's pretty fucked up.
It was most definitely yes. Unless Murasaki decided to be the giant creep she did and go stalk around Shuichi's room one last time.
God.
Murasaki. She probably couldn't hear me anymore. Murasaki! Even so, I couldn't help myself from shouting her name.
It's truly wild that because like it's based on her, like on Chiako's memories, there's like no people there.
Yeah, because the only way we got here, the only way we got there was through a cab. So there's no way to get to the other memories because there's no cab to take us there.
Yeah. He was just like, "Hey, Chiaki, do you remember cabs?" And she was like, "Yeah, kind of." I was so tense I could feel sweat pouring down my forehead and dripping off my chin. The intense pain had stopped, but it felt like a sharp sensation was reverberating through my body. I embraced myself as if to make the pain go away while just lying on the ground, unable to do anything. I'd heard things, but I didn't think that separating from your body would hit this hard.
Maybe you should try it on yourself before doing it to your friend. This is why nobody likes you, Murasaki.
I wonder if this is how Shuichi felt when I did this to him. Well, no matter. It looked like it was successful. Before me, I saw the same scene I'd seen on the screen. However, I couldn't see Shuichi anymore. I turned around and I couldn't see any cameras. Not only that, but the town just ended, and the path behind me led to nothing but white light. It looked like the sky in the distance was being drowned in white too. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it.
Yeah, I was thinking that, yeah.
There's like fake clouds, like this is such a limited space. Hey, follow me! Mm-hmm. I reflexively looked in the direction of the voice. A boy jumped out from behind the hedge, only to disappear again. It was Sonic the Hedgehog. I almost rushed after him, but then he just melted into the white light.
Truly, as all young boys do from time to time.
That's puberty. That was puberty.
Wait for me, Shuichi.
As I stood there dumbfounded, another small silhouette passed by. The girl also disappeared beyond the white boundary.
Is that them as kids? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Why are you here? Were they shooting at me from when we were young?
When we were young.
What's going on? Was I in a different era? I mean, no, wait, I had to calm down and process this properly. Yeah, actually, I think right. That's correct, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I look back at the white light again. I was able to make it here to World A Prime. Based on what had just happened, that was pretty much obvious. But now I have to figure out what time I was in. From what it looked like, it seemed like it was when we were both about 5 years old.
Fucking Scooby-Doo and Shaggy are gonna fucking timescapers their way in here and be like, oh shit, Murasaki, we gotta go to shave Shuichi.
Zoinks!
Zoinks! You get a Scooby stack. Murasaki's gonna be like, holy shit, you really do eat dog food, huh? Don't you? As a human male, adult man.
He's gonna be like, no, that's just a weed. Okay. When Shuichi entrusted the little sheriff to his father.
He has weed too.
It was the year 2000. Wait, so... Okay, I guess she's going to explain it, so I'm not going to ask, but... Okay, yeah, okay, that's about it. That was the year when Shuichi and I were about 4 or 5 years old. Did that mean that I was basically in the same time that Shuichi interfered with? It should be. If what we know is assumed to be correct, I had been chasing after Shuichi. Wait, now's not the time to get sentimental. Wow, just like now, I have to find him. Looking away from the white light, I took a step forward.
I wonder what happens if you go into the white light.
Don't know. That's what they tell you not to do, remember, Dimitri?
Yeah.
That's, you go to hell. You go to super hell when you go into a white light.
Are they going to switch back and forth like this? Because it seems like Shuichi doesn't have a lot going on.
He's just kind of dead. Not thinking anything in particular, I just looked up at the sky above. Watching the clouds slowly pass by made me unable to tell how much time had passed. Murasaki still wasn't saying anything back. Was she mad at me? Was this the silent treatment I've heard so much about?
Did she go to hell?
It didn't seem like she would respond anytime soon. She was the only one who could get me out of this predicament. Fucking Murasaki. And if I wasn't able to contact her, holy shit, it's actually hopeless.
That's the Shuichi that we know.
No, I couldn't let myself think like that. Speaking of Murasaki, what was up with her home in this space? Maybe she's there? No, that was impossible. Probably. I knew that much. I think. Probably. Maybe. But I also knew that there was no point in just sitting here. There was no point if I didn't act. After convincing myself of that, I slowly stood up.
Wow. Thanks, Shuichi. Murasaki. Yeah!
Yeah!
I walked past the corner to see little Shuichi run out of his house. The little me followed after him. Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Because he said there's a monster in our bathroom.
Oh, this is the toilet man. Not a monster, but a ghost.
Gah!
Little Shuichi shook and ran off. But it's nothing to be scared of. Seeing them so suddenly, I remember just when it happened. Huh? But didn't this happen after I started elementary school? I thought I was only 4 or 5 years old here. The little me vanished like a shadow.
Oh shit, are we like zooming through time?
Zooming?
We're fucking schmoving through the timeline, dude.
We built up all of that energy.
we built up speed for 11 hours.
A moment later, the door to the Kanzaki house opened up again, and now they were adults.
And now they were adults, and then they were old men, and I fucking watched them die.
We opened the third one, and the 2 gravestones ran out.
I can't believe we built up speed for 7 days.
It's true. 2 people walked out, young Shuichi and his mom, both wearing mourning clothes. Oh, this is when his dad died. It's true, this is when his dad died. They entered the car looking completely haggard.
No, Hagrid's from the Harry Potter, you got it wrong.
Oh, that's true. His dad's not Hagrid. I forgot. I saw this before as well. Remembering the scene, I looked up and I saw myself looking at the car from my house's 2nd floor. I was wearing mourning clothes too.
But it was nighttime.
This is definitely the day of Shuichi's dad's wake, but he didn't wake.
Well,
he
if
died.
he's gonna wake, then this should be morning.
Well, that's why they were in morning clothes, because he was awake.
Because he was awake.
The Kanzaki's car slowly drove away. Shuichi's dad passed away when we were in the 3rd year of elementary school, which is when we were 9 years old. We are zooming. It was only a few moments from my perspective, but time went forward a whole few years. What was going on?
This world is another side of reality, one reconstruction from Chaco's memories, even though she had no memory of these things.
Memories? Was this a reflection of my
Oh,
memories?
okay.
This reminded me of the path from before the Kanzaki's house was made not by Chiako's, but Shuichi's memories. Then when this world was a limited space created based on the memories of the people that supported it, it was like I'm inside my own brain. Those words just came out of my mouth, but now that I thought about it, they felt right. The memories I've been seeing here were the moments that left a strong impression on me. Honestly, this was basically a flashback.
Who?
Hidehiko. Is that?
Is that her sister? No. Who the fuck is that?
Isn't this the friend?
Who? What friend?
Be them. Murasaki?
The voice behind me made me turn around.
You came to see me, White?
Wait, was this the ghost from like the very beginning?
What ghost from the very beginning?
Like in the original one, remember we like saw a ghost that was like in one of the rooms in Shuichi's house or
You
something?
mean Mario?
No,
wait.
No, not the beginning of this game, the beginning of the original game.
Was there? I just remembered the one in the bathroom, but that's not this.
I don't remember her.
Yeah. Oh.
What the fuck?
Well.
Oh, Dad got a voice now.
Hey,
oh no. I don't like the idea that Murasaki just was chilling with Shuichi's dad after he died.
Yeah, at like such a young age. That's gotta be.
That's fucking traumatizing.
Yeah, but I don't know for who more.
Truly.
I went and hid behind the gate to my house. So you really did die. Oh, I guess she doesn't sound like that because she's pretty old now.
She's 9 or so.
So.
I remembered having this conversation. I remember it very well, in fact.
It defined me as a person.
It did not come up in the main game. The fact that I saw Shuichi, I went to their funeral and I saw Shuichi's dad rise up from his grave. It was the first time someone close to me had died, and the first time I talked to a ghost also. That's gotta be...
You know...
Hey,
you know, I'm just thinking to myself, I think 7 Days would have been a hell of a lot more interesting game if Murasaki was the main character.
Right? Do you have regrets? Only people who have regrets become ghosts.
Oh, I see. Regrets, eh? Yeah, I guess I do have one.
Didn't bang my hot wife enough.
What is it? No context necessary. I understand.
Oh, guys, can we just agree that whatever he says next isn't canon and just his only regret is Shuichi?
Yeah. Mitsuki is a strong woman. I'm not worried about her. She'll recover.
From everything besides Shuichi.
But Shuichi, he's only 9. Just like
you, the girl I'm traumatizing right now.
Hidehiko, let's talk about this for a second. You truly did just say, I'm worried about my son, who is the same age as you, because it's an age where people can get easily traumatized.
It's a very tender age.
I truly hate to at a tender age fucking talk to an alive person as a dead person.
The two of us got along like brothers. We played soccer, video games.
Why is he de-aging? Why is he getting younger?
He's Benjamin Buttoning. Story, you want me to get this one? You want to tag out?
I gotta be.
I'm probably not the best person to say this, but no, see, I'm doing this. I'm doing this voice so that child Murasaki isn't as scared. I'm trying to be a funny clown man because everyone knows that children love funny dead clown men.
It's true. That's what the It was about.
It was.
Little me looked back at the Konsaki house for a second. Shouldn't you tell them this and not me?
Not me. Can you not let me be involved in this? I can talk to them? Oh, you want to do it again? Okay.
I can talk to them.
Through me, at least. That seems a lot. I don't know, maybe, about that. Shuichi's dad fell silent for a moment.
Okay, so what do you want me to tell them? I want you to tell them I love you very much. Hey guys, Hidehiko says to give me all your money. He says I was the daughter he never had.
See it back then, but I could tell now that he was conflicted about traumatizing
a 9-year-old girl.
No.
This is made infinitely worse by the fact that up until now she has never interacted with a ghost, and this is when she learns she can interact with ghosts. Is at the funeral of her childhood friend's dad. It's like she's just fucking sitting at the funeral, and who pops out of the fucking casket except Hidehiko himself, and nobody can see him except her.
Over the last 3 days, they should have the chance to accept my death.
Unlike you, who's been talking to me for the past 3 days.
Okay, 2 things. 1, hey, Hidehiko, 3 days is not that long to accept the reality of death and one's own mortality. B, isn't 3 days about how long Jesus spent before he came back to life?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, today is the Friday.
Yeah,
Jesus died today.
It's Jesus died Friday.
Jesus died Friday. That's a thing.
It's very blasphemous. I'm going to continue calling it that. Me getting involved at this point would be cool.
I do agree. Like that is that's an understandable point of view. I
also need to accept that this is goodbye.
It's a little bit wild that he hung around for 3 days. Yeah?
Yeah.
I realized what an objective outlook Shuichi's dad had. Suddenly the 2 silhouettes vanished like mist.
He truly was just fucking like... What's the word when you just like sleep on someone else's couch? Crashing. He truly just he truly just crashed with Murasaki's psyche for 3 days.
You were like, I'll just
hey, you're not using this brain, right? You don't mind if I use this brain for a bit?
Yeah, it was like, you're 9, you'll be fine.
Her face to me shows right now how fine she is.
Wait, you know what that means? I don't think she's ever told him this.
I don't think so. Also, what?
And if I had the option, I wouldn't want to remember what happened next. What
does that mean?
What does that mean? What does that mean? No, that just meant it had left a strong impression on me.
That's not great at 9 years old. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be something about Shuichi, yeah. Hey, Murasaki!
Oh, okay, well, so he's not that young. He is 9, though, I guess. It happened only a couple days after my talk with Shuichi's dad. As I was about to go inside, I was stopped by Shuichi. Uh-oh. Shuichi. Hiding behind a hedge, I watched it play out. Even now, I can remember how scary Shuichi's eyes were.
No, she did tell him, I guess, and he got pissed or something. You can see them, right?
Huh?
Ghost. You really can see them, right?
Yeah.
Did you see him? Did you see my dad? And she says, no.
Well, I don't know what the answer was, the yes or no.
Yeah.
At this moment, there were 2 feelings mixed up in my head. One was the fact that Shuichi's dad told me not to tell. I knew his reasons why he felt like that. However, that meant lying to Shuichi. It would just be a single lie, but a very harsh betrayal.
Yay! Did he punch her? Oh.
Little Shuichi grabbed the young me's shoulders.
The next time I do this, it's gonna be because I'm horny as fuck because of a Blu-ray.
Yeah, and then I'll die. And
then I'll crumple up into confetti. Did you see him? Come on, tell me.
He's not here. At that moment, Shuichi's eyes shook. Yeah. All the power left Shuichi's body as he became disappointed and downcast. I could see it clearly. But If he's not here, that means he had no regrets, that there's nothing holding him back. That means that he believes in you and your mom. I was so desperate. Small as I was, even I knew that Shuichi didn't want to hear such a cheap consolation.
Fucking, yo, props to 9-year-old Murasaki for being, like, the biggest adult in this video game.
I know.
Truly had nothing to do with this, and yet is carrying all of the burden.
I know. The whole family gave, like...
The whole family just gave her the rawest
so
deal.
much baggage. But that was about all I could say.
No wonder she's in love with Shuichi. Her entire fucking life revolves around this kid.
Yeah, straight up from this point onwards, like, very indirectly tied, like, inextricable. That was the best solution. Okay, so she gave him, like, a half answer.
Murasaki?
As I got lost in thought, I heard a voice come from the Kanzaki garden.
I told you I was gone and I had no regrets, but I'm still gardening. Haha, tricked you.
Sorry,
I made you. Why?
I hate this. It's okay.
Also, thanks for not telling him.
I want to be able to live out my die out my ghost days in sweet bliss away from my shitty family.
I want to do what I can to fulfill the wishes of those who died, even if that means lying to my only friends and family at age 9.
You're a good girl. By the way, I think I'll be moving on soon.
Sorry for traumatizing you.
I met this nice piece of ghost ass nearby.
It's the toilet ghost.
Oh my god. The toilet ghost is like a businessman, isn't it? Or am I misremembering that?
It's the toilet ghost.
You found true love with the toilet ghost.
How long is this chapter?
I don't know.
We're like nowhere in it.
Oh, sorry. Though I'm sad about having to leave this place.
He made that sound like a joke, but he was completely honest.
Murasaki, take care of Sukubi.
Hey, you can't ask a 9-year-old to baby your son! Hidehiko
does not know the impact of what he's done.
Your job when you were alive was taking care of orphaned children. What the fuck are you doing? You know that the mental
timelines and A-prime timelines. What this man did.
You know the fucking mental and emotional impact the words you're saying right now are having, and you don't care. You are an awful person.
Hey,
you can't. Here we go, you bastard!
Hey, what about your wife? What about his mom? The one you said would be strong, it could handle it, it's fine.
I cannot believe Murasaki got guilt-tripped by a ghost into being madly in love with Shuichi.
That's literally what happened.
I'm so pissed. Shut the fuck up! I'm so mad at you!
Hidehiko, shut up.
God.
The main game paints Hidehiko out to be this fucking saint of a human being, and then we play from Murasaki's point of view, and it turns out he's a shit.
God.
Self-serving bastard.
I still remember those words well. Well, you know, here's the thing. I don't think... God.
This is so problematic.
I don't know if this man knows the impact of his actions, but what he's done is so... challenging.
I don't think he can't, because his whole thing was finding homes for orphaned kids.
Yeah.
So like I totally feel like he does understand the impact that saying that to a child has, who has just lost their family.
Well, I guess him as a ghost and having no responsibilities is probably like, you know what?
He's just laissez-faire. It's like, let's just fuck up one person's life. You know, we everyone gets one, right? You know, I did enough good. I get one. I get to fuck up one girl.
He's not going to Turbo Hell, he thinks.
Yeah. I just want my son to have some friends. It'll be fine. What's a little trauma between 9-year-olds? He wanted me to stay close to him, to support him. I can remember this very well. It gave me many years of trauma.
Yeah.
Ah. Hey. This isn't supposed to happen. The sound voice made me turn around and I saw little Shuichi.
What you doing for somebody else's home?
Right, I forgot you can influence the past from here. Hey, hey,
Oh,
hey.
boy.
What?
Are we about to create
what is
timeline
happening?
C? Okay, Cabello, let's see. One timeline of the original, one timeline of Chiako being saved in her memories, one timeline of the outcome from that, one third timeline. No. So the outcome of being saved from her memories isn't an actual outcome. That is between timelines. The stuff that you do, that world is in the DVD created by the memories of that person. So those were Chiako's memories. Shuichi went into Chiako's memories and fixed things, which created a second timeline, which was timeline B. Now she has gone back in, and now she's about to create timeline C, I think.
Probably. Or it'll be like A prime prime.
Yeah, they are not currently in a timeline. They're sort of in their own brains. They're in their own memories right now. So Shuichi is not currently trapped in a timeline without Murasaki. He's currently trapped between timelines without Murasaki, which is arguably much worse.
Well, here's the other thing. I don't know if Murasaki and Shuichi are in the same place right now.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they are because he's in Chiako's mindscape and she's in her own mindscape.
Like her own mindscape. And I don't know how she's gonna get from here to here. This is arguably B prime.
Yeah.
I had to handle this without leaving much of an impression. I was chasing a stray cat.
I can't believe Mr. Bowles came into the picture this early. A stray cat!
Yeah, stray cat. It's somewhere around here, isn't it? It's gray and looks like America's short hair and definitely exists in this timeline.
Oh my god. Yeah, never saw a cat.
It was there a second ago, but it went away.
No, she hasn't stolen the power. The, Cabello, the thing is that, Chiako's powers are still present on the DVD
for like 2 more days.
We fixed her 2 days before her ghostly appearance actually was supposed to leave, so there was 2 days of the PS4 still being haunted.
The Shuichi then just stared at my face. I'll be going then.
Correct.
He's going to be like, you look a lot like Murasaki. Is exactly what's going to happen. I walked by him and ran out the gate when...
Hey.
There was no telling what would change if you found out that I was Murasaki.
Even Eddie Murasaki. Oh, God. You know what's just happened, right? You've figured it out, Nitesh? Are you on the same brain length as me? Oh my god.
Have we invented?
We have invented Murasaki's cosplaying sister.
I cannot
fucking believe we have because we're wearing a fucking spirit medium gown, we're in cosplay.
Murasaki was her own sister the whole time.
Which means that all those clothes that we owned and gave to the girls from Murasaki's sister were just Murasaki's clothes.
Well, here's the thing, though. They might be our clothes. Like, future Murasaki. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
See, the real question is, that could mean one of two things. One, it's just a lie and Murasaki doesn't know any better. Right? Like, little Murasaki doesn't know any better because we implanted this lie in reality and then left. Or B, we get stuck here.
Yeah, and we are the older sister.
When did this become fucking Steins Gate 2?
Truly. Actually, Cabello has a good point. Then this timeline affects the original that already existed. How the fuck did that happen? Maybe we're wrong. I
hope we're wrong. Who's Murasaki?
You're not? You look like it.
Yeah, I see. Sorry for the intrusion. Maybe we're wrong.
Okay, fuck. Damn, I was hoping. That would have been hilarious. Weird.
That means people's ships doesn't happen.
I mean, that makes sense. That's a fair point Cabello made, that we would have impacted the original timeline by something, so it wouldn't have made sense canonically, but holy shit, if that wouldn't have been the biggest fucking reversal. I would have loved that.
Yeah, but thing is,
I am my own sister.
Like,
I
isn't
am
like
my own
Murasaki
dad.
like significantly shorter than and smaller than Chiako, and their clothes fit each other, so they don't. Their clothes.
Well, I don't know, Stormy. Have you seen?
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't know if you. I would say fit. You did see those like very defined boob lines on all of the ghosts, right?
Oh, so this wearing things way too tight for them.
In hindsight, the explanation I was borrowing someone's clothes that didn't fit me is actually like pretty reasonable. I guess if they wanted an excuse. The chain of illusions in the past was turning my sense of perceived time into a mess. Just how long had I been here now? I need to focus on finding Shuichi. This has been so much wilder than any.
This is my favorite chapter so far.
The edges of my vision were slowly crumbling.
Oh shit! It's getting higher. Look at the background.
Oh yeah. Is this like? It's like a Majora's Mask. Like once it goes, it's gone.
Her mind's fucking breaking.
I wasn't just seeing things. No, I think it's the time limit.
Oh yeah. God, someone passed her a fucking ocarina.
The white line was engulfing the road. It was gradually getting closer. Is this very space disappearing? This scene made me feel like something wasn't right. Well, I could have told you that. Perhaps the space was disappearing along with Chiako's curse? The change was slow, but it seemed very
I think it's probably just, it's reaching the current point in time where you don't have any more memories.
No, maybe. I think... Well, because the time... I don't know...
Because the time's been moving very fast.
Perhaps the reflections of my memories were as unstable as pre-death flashbacks because the order of the space was crumbling. That was all the more reason to find Shuichi. Oh, so Demetri, I think it's both, and they're both related.
Okay.
Like, the time it's speeding up, and it's because we got here so late, and we're about to.
Okay.
Fuck him. Where was he? If I was him, I'd lie on the ground. I would not be aware that I could influence the space, but I didn't know what effect that would have on it. In that case, I would figure it was best to avoid interacting with the young me or young Shuichi. The most certain way to do that was to vanish. Melted the white light? Would even Shuichi go that far, though? Could he do something so bold? Would he really jump into the empty world he knew nothing about?
What if he was just laying on the fucking ground and the white just overtook him like an idiot?
Girl, he walked into the DVD when all you said was, "It probably will hurt."
Yeah.
And that was the only... You didn't say it would work or anything. You said it'll probably hurt. I knew I couldn't do that. But if I had to choose between the dangers of staying here and infecting the world and sacrificing myself to be completely safe, the option I had to go for was obvious. Even if it was really cruel. Is there any other possibility? Careful not to influence the shadows of our memories, I carefully, meekly looked around the area. Though the space wasn't all that large, so I quickly ran out of places to look. I couldn't find Shuichi anywhere. The only place I hadn't checked was the inside of the house. The chances of him being there were low, but I had to check just in case. I silently opened the front door. Everything's way more ominous that they took away the sound. Standing at the entrance, I strained my ears. It was silent. Holding my shoes in my hand, I slowly went inside. Wow, manners first.
Is Toilet Ghost gonna be here?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question. Upon hearing the door behind me open up, I rushed to jump into the open Japanese-style room. I'm coming in! Oh, it was a little me, yeah.
It was a little you, okay.
Hiding in the room, I strained my ears once again. She didn't seem to notice me, and then she just went up
I'm
the
glad
stairs.
you've been doing this since age 9. Just sort of walking into other people's houses.
God. Relief I stuck on my face. When was this? Was this a reflection of some uneventful day? I suddenly went to the bottom of the stairs and looked out at the second floor. Hey, Shuichi, you need to eat. I heard my own voice. Going by how clear it was, the door was probably open. Right, this happened only a short time after Shuichi's dad died. Just a bit, please. They want to play video games?
I'm only saying this because your fucking dead dad said I was responsible for your well-being now.
But he also told me I can't tell you that. Video? Yeah. I said in the hopes he would cheer up. But
You're so bad at this.
Sorry.
You'll never play with me. And now you just... Are you trying to make me remember? You know, I used to play this with my dad a lot. Playing this reminded me of him. Did you want to play with me to remind me?
No, I just wanted to cheer you up a bit. To fill in for your dad a bit.
You shouldn't be responsible for that 9-year-old Murasaki. There's no way you can feel for him.
You're not my real dad.
Truly. I am fucking your mom, though.
This is like extremely fucked up.
It wasn't Shuichi's fault.
It truly wasn't.
It was his dad's fault for telling me to do this thing. I hadn't intended it, but I pour salt on the still bleeding wound from the loss of his father.
Like, is Shuichi being a little shit? Yes. Is it his fault? Absolutely not. He's a 9-year-old kid who just lost his dad. Whose fault is this fucking Hidehiko's?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Hidehiko.
Shouldn't have died.
Shouldn't have died.
You wouldn't have been in this problem. There was no way that a 9-year-old boy could keep himself together in that situation. Now a 9-year-old girl on the other hand.
She'd be fine, right?
God, I cannot... They really introduced this problem. I returned to the Japanese-style room. I heard the little me run down the stairs and rush outside.
The fucking like Kickstarter like blurb for the purple envelope would be like, come and learn all about Murasaki's deep-seated psychological problems caused by dead people.
I still remember how it felt back then. I hated the fact that I couldn't help him. It felt really pathetic because I was a 9-year-old girl. I ran back crying my eyes out, but I still wanted to support him somehow. I even secretly trained by playing the game so I could play with him again. I'm crying. But in the end, there was no way I could replace his dad, and the gap just seemed to be growing bigger.
His dad was a pro gamer. I was just a girl.
I even stopped visiting him. Shuichi was suffering, and I couldn't do anything for him.
Nor should you have to.
Explicitly told me. It took a while for him to start treating me the same as before. At least it looked like it was the same. But I could tell Shuichi wasn't opening himself up to me, and I was unable to get him to. I was scared of doing that. I didn't ask him what he thought of his father's death and how he'd gotten over it. I was right by him, but I couldn't do anything for him. The situation changed when Shuichi brought home that cursed Blu-ray and Chiako appeared. With Chiako's appearance, Shuichi began to need me. That was obvious, since only I was able to handle it, but even so, I was glad I could help. Spending the summer with him as we dealt with the girls made me really happy. This is like a lot of unpacking Murasaki's unknown trauma. I really did love Shuichi.
I don't think it's love, it's unhealthy attachment.
So Shuichi came home with this beyond the TV. Would Shuichi be able to watch Murasaki's memories? Would he be able to see her lying about his father? I don't... Well... What do you mean, which Shuichi? I don't... This is on a PS4. There's no PS4 in the past. I don't think there's a Shuichi currently watching this. I don't think.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Shuichi, the current Shuichi can't. But I don't know if the Shuichi, wherever he is, can see Murasaki and him as kids.
Timeline B Shuichi? Oh, that's a good point. What if Timeline B Shuichi comes home from pegging his teacher and just like starts watching fucking Murasaki on the PS4?
Well, it won't affect the current timeline Shuichi, so it doesn't matter anymore because she's gone. She's not there anymore.
Yeah, it's true. He just has an envelope to read from her.
Yeah. If he was all alone in this decaying space-time, I would be with him. Until the very last moment. Yes, it would be very sweet and very bitter.
And you'd also die.
You would also die, is the thing. After confirming that Shuichi wasn't in this house, I also went outside.
Why are you willing to kill yourself for this fucking asshole?
I mean, look, as probably like there was probably a lot of stuff that happened between when his dad asked her to do this at age 9 and I don't know, she's probably like what, 16 or 17 now.
No one's home.
It looked like
there was no one there to hear the sound of the Serenji household intercom. Murasaki's mom wasn't the type to act like she wasn't home, so if she was in, she'd react in some way. There's no way you can fill in for him! I can hear an angry voice behind me. I turn around to see...
So the memories are here.
second floor and then turn to see someone open the door.
Well, it sounds like this will be this will explain if he can see her memories or not.
A familiar child ran by me crying and rushed in the Serenji household. Well, I'm guessing no, because he's still... No. Yeah, no, if he sees these memories... Yeah.
Well, so if he sees these memories, that's fine, because they're still his memories. The question
No,
is,
he wouldn't have a memory of Murasaki running out of his house and running back to her house.
If he saw her, he would. But he would definitely have a memory of him yelling at his...
Yeah,
at her
I guess, but that was insane.
The real question is... if he sees her talking to the ghost of his dad.
Yeah, well, that already passed. We've already conveniently skipped over that.
We have.
That means the one who shouted was me? I see, so I went back to the past. Huh? But when was this? Oh well, no point in thinking about it. Truly, going through Murasaki analyzes everything. Going to Shuichi's version, no fucking point in thinking about it. I was trapped in some
fucking asshole.
Fucking Murasaki out here like drawing timelines and like doing like analysis, and Shuichi's just like,
I'll be with him till the last minute. Shuichi's like, damn, it fucking sucks here.
I was trapped in some mystery space where anything could happen. We truly got stuck with playing this sap of a character for 7 chapters. Though now that I remember, encountered it, I feel like I remember what this was. This happened right after Dad died, I see. I'd made Murasaki cry. I knew this was a long time ago, but Murasaki's tears made me feeling strangely guilty. Back then,
they should make you feel a little guilty, I think.
Yeah, there is a timeline B Shuichi running around. Like the Murasaki suggested we play video games. She normally didn't play him at all, but this time she suggested we play a game I played with my dad. It reminded me of him, which made me hurt even more, and now that I look back on it, Murasaki was probably just trying to cheer me up. Just reminded me that she'd been with me as long as I could remember. We'd always went to the same schools, and even when Chiako appeared, we're childhood friends after all. We're never gonna give you up. Felt like it would make me face reality. That's exactly why I kind of wanted to see her. Damn, that's uncool. I wanted to at least apologize for back then, even if we couldn't meet again. Oh yeah, I just remembered I can influence. Fucking Murasaki being like, I need to make sure I don't influence anything. Meanwhile, Shuichi's just like, yo, I'm sorry for kidding me.
It's also like Murasaki's like, okay, so he definitely knows he can influence these memories, but he doesn't know what the impacts will be, so he probably will try to stay away. And Shuichi's like, oh, I forgot about that.
Truly, her thought process was he wouldn't want to impact anything, so he would throw himself into the white light. Meanwhile, Shuichi's like, oh, I should apologize for that shit I said. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was best to avoid getting close to little Murasaki. I guess I'll just go away. I turned my back to the familiar houses and walked. Murasaki has this like such a grandiose vision. I will sacrifice myself so I don't affect this world. Meanwhile, she's just like, I don't know where to go. I can't go anywhere. But man, what am I supposed to do? And he got eaten. What I fucking said, he was just gonna get eaten by the light.
He like stayed there too long.
Something suddenly dragged me into the white light. Oh my god. I knew it wasn't gonna be intentional. I knew he was just gonna blunder in there like an asshole.
Fucking idiot.
Bumble onto it. I left Shuichi's house.
Bumble into oblivion.
I really think that the alternating point of views would have been really helpful in the original game. Everything was tinted in the colors of the evening, meaning that some time had passed. Shuichi wasn't anywhere near the Kanzaki household.
Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure this wasn't written at the same time as the rest of the game. I'm pretty sure this was written much later, potentially by a different group. Potentially. I don't know that for a fact. But like,
no, yeah, that's understandable. I just meant like, I feel like having her point of view thrown in might have been helpful, but it might have been bad if they just made her more confusing. Because here's the thing, right? So I'm remembering some of the shit she said when we were trying to get into the the DVD world, and some of that shit was really like, "Hey, Murasaki, weren't you supposed to be the smart one?"
Oh, true. Yeah, I remember that.
Shuichi wasn't anywhere near the Kanzaki household. However, I didn't think he'd been engulfed by the white light. Well, Murasaki boy, do I have some news for you.
This is truly like a with him like constantly like going the wrong direction.
Well, it's also like Murasaki's like, Shuichi's so smart and cool. He probably knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then Shuichi's out here like, I'm a circus clown man.
I'm a literal potato.
There's a possibility. Looking around, I thought about the situation. To begin with, this makes me recreated of Chiako's memories. However, young Chiako shouldn't have had the memories of the Kanzaki house, so this particular piece had to be a recreation of Shuichi's memories. Huh? Did that mean that Kanamura, which was in Chiako's memories, was here too?
Who's Kanamura? Oh, the Kanamura was the other place that we were. Okay.
Yeah. Chiako had opened the door between parallel worlds and went from Kanamura to the Kanzaki household. Did that mean it was possible to use the door to go there? Yes, but I don't know how. Because last time we used a cab. So that meant trying to find the door first. Oh, that was a little bit ominous. The vague remnants of Ryuga's presence were extending from the Kanzaki household to somewhere else. They were so weak I wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't focused. I followed the thread in the air to the left of the Kanzaki household.
To the wind chimes? To the wall?
Okay, so she can see ghost trails. There it is. Led by Chiako's presence, I found a fissure in the space right before the white light. We can't draw it because beyond it I saw the entrance to Kanamura. This is the door.
It's actually a rift.
Would I appear on the other side? Who knows?
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Wow, that's... Huh. I look back at the path I just walked. There was a small girl standing there in the familiar townscape. Wiping her tears, she looked at me with curious eyes. I remember this. I tried to touch Shuichi's heart, only to be pushed aside. Yes, you cried a lot. It was fine. I desperately wanted to help him, but Shuichi hadn't yet healed enough to open himself to others. She looks very tall in this. I've been unable to understand that.
She got an early growth spurt.
It's possible. I think her skirt is just very short.
Yeah, that's what it is. Her legs look really long. Yeah.
Or her legs are very long. One of the two. Her legs actually are very long now that I think about it, because they're longer than...
They are more than half her total height.
Yeah, wait, what? Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna address that.
I can't believe Murasaki's actually an inverse giraffe.
I've been unable to understand them, but was also too afraid of the one I liked becoming distant, so I never addressed the situation. How nostalgic. Bye forever. Goodbye, me. After a short farewell, I reached beyond that fissure. I hope I didn't cause any trauma to myself, but it's fine.
Don't worry, there's enough trauma to go around.
Shuichi.
Meanwhile, Shuichi fucking blunders his way back there too. Just fucking... I was thrown to a completely different place and left lying. This truly is Murasaki, like, taking control of a situation and Shuichi being fucking thrown out of an airlock.
God, is this not exactly the vibes of playing Danganronpa 1?
Truly.
Like, this is literally like
anytime Makoto wakes up.
This is literally like Kirigiri, like finding her way down and like getting through the secret exit and opening the garbage chute.
Yeah, and then like, fucking Makoto getting chucked down a garbage chute.
Whoa! I got thrown in the trash.
I recognize this. In fact, I've seen it just recently. Kanamura. Why was I here? Turned around and saw a crack in the air. Beyond it, I saw the street next to my house. Could this be? He just fucking accidentally walked into the wormhole.
And then he like put his butt through the wormhole or something and just got zoomed in.
I fearfully reached into the crack.
Don't do that.
Oh my god. Whoa! The next 10 minutes is going back and forth. What's more?
I hate this man.
Whoa! It's an anywhere door. Or is it more of a pass-through? Shuichi, I am fucking so done with you.
Shuichi, I want to throw you into the void.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Fuck this. Was this opened by Chiako? If she really managed to make a hole in space-time, then she was definitely something. But if this was Kanamura... Oh, I have an idea. There's probably a place where it wouldn't influence anyone. It's got some good shelter from the elements, too, so I guess I'll go there. And there's some dead people in the fucking well. Not like I knew of a reindeer or anything. He's truly just gonna go live in a laboratory.
Dimitri, this is like...
Wait, he's gonna see Grandpa in the well.
He's gonna be like, yo, what up? Yo, what up?
He's gonna jump in.
Yo, make room for one more! Cowabunga!
They really shouldn't have let us play as Murasaki, just to remind us that she was like this.
Just to remind us what an idiot is like. An unpleasant thought came back to me. I'd like to believe that Chiako didn't exist anymore, but why was I left behind in here? I was told that this world had been made of Chiako's memories, and Kanamura's zone was restrictive in that regard. The hole from before was open because Chiako was around and I couldn't do anything like that myself. Assuming that I could influence the world, that meant I shouldn't leave Kanamura. Seriously? Was I really left behind in this world? Was it a simple failure of bringing me back? Was there some sort of meaning to this? What was left in this world besides me? I couldn't interact with other people. Hell, what if there's no people in the Kanamura zone to begin with? Wait, there is! Upon realizing something, I sped up a bit. Grandpa and Meat Sack are still in the well.
Wait, please do not go. No.
Hey! I looked into the well and called out.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
I cannot articulate how much I hate Shuichi.
This is without a doubt the best part of this game. This is so fucking good. Hey! Holy shit! What is wrong with you, you little fucking...
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Holy shit, you absolute mongoloid. No response.
Yeah.
Is he dead? No, Jiro Mikanagi was supposed to be arrested, so if he didn't say anything now, did it mean that this was after he'd been caught? I didn't know why, but it seemed like time had gone forward around my house, too. If that was true, there should be signs left around that the police had searched around here. What if it wasn't recreated because the event wasn't in Chiako's memories?
That's
Did
probably
he
true.
Vanish from this world? Okay, but just the fact that Shuichi was just gonna go talk to fucking Jiro is dumb as shit. This wasn't a question I stood any chance of answering. It truly is just so jarring to go from Murasaki's thoughts about Shuichi to Shuichi the actual Shuichi. Let this be a lesson. Never meet your heroes, never meet your love interests. They're dumbasses.
God, just don't place
interact
people on a
with
pedestal.
There are two types of people in this world. Don't interact with either of them. Have a good day.
There are two types of people in this world. They are Murasaki and Shuichi.
I leaned against the wall and looked around. This was an ominous place. It was a place where they were cruelly murdered and buried without anyone knowing. The circumstances aside, the fact that I was actually here was just wild.
Yeah. What else was... What
They'd been
else?
Shuichi, please don't start digging up corpses, I beg you. They'd been buried without anyone knowing. I see. Oh, okay, no, he's gonna make graves. He's gonna make graves for them. Which is actually... Wait, hold on. That causes even more problems. Because someone just fucking happens upon these gravestones and is like, wait, what do you mean these girls are all here? I grabbed the shovel Ichiru had kicked away and forced it into the ground. After digging up some dirt, I repeated the motion again. Won't keep you... Please don't start digging up people. I just continue digging.
Please tell me it's a grave and not...
It's just... It's a grave and not a grave robber.
He's fucking... I
wonder if they had any jewels on them when they died.
Well, time to go find Shuichi. I'm sure he's not...
I'm sure he's not digging up dead girls.
God. I'm sure he's not committing necromancy. God, the moment I touched the door, I was assaulted by a feeling of being absorbed, and the scenery instantly changed. This is Kanamura. Exactly as I expected, and not something I had to check by going in and out of the door 4 times. There were no people around, and the outer edge of the entrance was drowned in white light.
Wow, it's an anywhere door.
A through pass hoop?
Through
A place where he could escape everyone he knew and not influence anyone, and it was definitely his first thought and intentional when he got here.
What did Kinokuniya see in this guy?
This is where Shuichi belonged.
Kinokuniya has bad taste in men too. That's
everyone. That's one thing about everyone in this game is that they have bad taste.
Yeah, that's true. Even Mom had a bit. I thought maybe Mom was the one person with a good taste in men, but nope.
Naturally being walk faster this time. This time I would stay close by his side, even if he was a shadow or a copy. And I definitely wouldn't feel any different if I saw him digging up 6 dead girls. Shuichi was there. If he was suffering, I wanted to stay with him.
Yeah, he was suffering from all those.
He
was suffering from all those calluses he had on his hands from digging up 6 dead girls.
Like, before I knew it, I was running. Yeah, I'm running too. You better run fast if you want to stop him. I passed the village and went on the mountain path. I couldn't stop myself from moving. Why couldn't I become honest earlier? Because it's just stupid. I was afraid of being aware of these feelings. Also, Chiyako was there. I figured that would eventually work out if we were always together. Yeah, but you didn't say anything. Also, Chiyako was there. I figured that merely talking to him and standing by his side sometimes was enough. I've been lying to myself. I was actually just standing in place. Yeah, kind of. And that just wasn't enough. I had to see him again. I had to see. Oh no, oh my god, he's robbing. Shuichi!
What the fuck are you doing? Put your hands up.
Upon seeing his back, I called out to him.
He turned around with 6 skulls cradled in his arms.
He stopped in place for a moment and then slowly turned around.
Murasaki!
Shuichi!
I breathed out.
I breathed out once and walked up to him.
Murasaki, did you come to help me dig up these girls?
No. Once close enough, I stopped and we looked at each other, social distancing. Sorry, Shuichi. That was probably a one-way road.
Wait, are you saying to me that we won't be able to get out of here?
Explaining it would take a while. I made a diagram and everything, but that's the gist of it.
Seriously? Dang.
Shuichi hung his head.
I don't even get to
peg together? That's terrible.
Great. That's how the DLC ends.
I don't even get to peg my teacher.
Murder suicide.
They fucking grow old together and then fucking become Jiro. Well, I kind of thought that was the case.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not something you should apologize for. You are too good for him, Murasaki.
Yeah.
Huh, Murasaki, you came here while knowing it's one way?
You didn't even realize, God. Yeah.
That means you can't go back, right? No shit, Sherlock.
It's okay. I'd have felt bad for you if I let you go all by yourself.
Wait, so it's just sympathy?
I'm lying.
Yeah.
I wanted to see you.
Ah, what are you getting at?
I'm crying.
What could you possibly be trying to say by saying that you literally sacrificed the rest of your life for me? Seeing him all flustered me. Oh, that's not me.
Seeing him all flustered made me smile. Did it go well with Chiyako?
Did it go well with Chiyako?
This Shuichi was one who could not leave the space. That's why he didn't know that the B possibility where Chiyako grew up into an adult and he was paying his teacher right now as we speak. Yeah, it's fine, but it wasn't cool for me, so I left.
Was feeling like a real third wheel. I see. Shuichi made a relieved expression, like that was a weight off his mind.
Hey, you know what is fucked up though? Shuichi is gonna come home and Murasaki's gonna be like, basically, like, she's basically left him a suicide note.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Anyway, she was like, I left him a note so that he wouldn't be concerned.
That's
I looked down and noticed that Shuichi's hands were dirty. What were you doing to make your hands look like that? Oh, this happy music is gonna fucking stop.
I was looking for something that I could use as a cart.
A cart? You're transporting something.
Oh, yeah, you came just in time. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
I figured we could hold a service for them. Shuichi uses... Yeah, it's just graves, okay.
Okay,
Shuichi uses thumb to point at the back garden.
Oh, right, they. The girls are here, huh? He stayed behind in the space, all alone and all for their sake.
No, not really.
It's not really how that works. You're too. She's so kind to him.
Yeah, she truly gives him the benefit of the doubt on everything. I want us to mourn them properly.
Shuichi does not deserve this at all.
Anyway, no, I think he does deserve to be stuck in a hell dimension for the rest of his life.
He doesn't deserve Murasaki's good graces.
Anyway, let's get down to business and defeat the what? Well, it looks like it's filled with more affection than ever.
I'm crying. Oh. I'm so glad I jumped into this world.
What's that supposed to mean?
Shuichi said that seeming slightly bashful before passing by me.
Come on, let's go. They're waiting.
Oh, they can wait a bit longer. Okay. Feeling at peace, I stood by him. Hey, Dimitri, I take him back. This ending's like actually wild. This is not the good ending that everyone wanted, where we go back into the old world.
No, this is the ending where Murasaki basically commits die to be with an imposter Shuichi,
who also die. I would walk with you in this world with only us two. A world with could end at any moment and will. Even if we would both end up withering here. Oh my god, I would wait for that moment at your side, and you will, and you are.
Oh god.
That is truly the end, huh?
Was that the DLC?
Is that the end?
I think that's credits music.
What the fuck?
Hello?
Saki, no!
Oh boy.
She was the best character!
Yeah, I mean, okay, but what the fuck was she gonna do in that universe? Other than, like, go to college and live a fulfilling life?
And meet any other person?
Meet any other person who wasn't a shit, whose dead dad didn't come and fucking...
You know, she had fulfilled her obligation to her dad.
Christ.
Hey. Game devs, let's talk. You and me. Let's talk.
I love that this DLC is called the Purple Envelope, because in context that just makes this DLC called the Suicide Note.
It's. We didn't even get to see new Shuichi's react. Like, what they have done to Murasaki here is the cruelest.
That's terrible. What the fuck?
I thought it was gonna be like an ending where either he gets with her instead, or like there's a different timeline split or something, or like he goes with her and they go back. But instead they're like,
this is truly just they commit die.
They're sentenced to death.
They're sentenced to super hell.
This
Truly.
is like, there's like very like, this is like the worst ending possible. Just killing both of them.
I like don't understand.
I didn't
Like,
think I was.
I'm
actually happy it happened this way, because like because it subverted my expectations. I totally expected that they would just go back to the world and there would be a happy ending, and the game was just like, no.
You know what else is especially cruel about this? This other Shuichi didn't exist really until this DLC came out and told us he was there.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Up
so, like,
until then, we had just
a new Shuichi who was only invented to die, and then also said Murasaki will also go to die. Because like the way the other one ended, it was like, wow.
The other one ended with the impression that the first way she drew the timeline, where it was one timeline that changed, was the way it worked, and everyone was under the impression that's how it worked. And then they created this DLC to be like, no, actually, there's actually a super hell, and that's where you're going.
There's an there's like a dead timeline.
What did Murasaki do to deserve this? Like, be guilt-tripped by the
be a side love
with Shuichi was what she did.
She became a side love interest in a visual novel. That's what happened.
She picked the wrong Shuichi to fall in love with.
Hey, there's a lot of Shuichis that you can't fall in love with.
Oh my god.
I cannot believe they did this.
I checked it and I after the last time we played this, I checked this, and I may have mentioned this already. I donated 1 tier below getting my name in the credits.
Oh shit!
That was so fucking.
It's so wild that they decided, yes.
That's the way we should go with this.
It's great.
Yeah. I recognize all these names because they're all on the Fruit Bat Factory Discord because they're all members of that.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
You should go in the Discord and be like, hey guys, hey,
why did that happen? Yeah, why'd you do this?
I guess it's not their fault. They're gonna be like, oh, we just translated it. We just fucked up, right?
Why are you going Murasaki?
I love that they're like, we got more money. Let's do this.
We got more money. Time to make Shuichi 4 die.
We got more money. Time to kill Murasaki.
Life truly is 0. They really did set life to 0.
When's honestly, yeah. No, we saw it last time. Oh no, the DLC. Someone else died. Oh no. The last one was also dedicated to somebody, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the same person.
I don't think so. It looks new. I don't know. Oh man.
He got so young. Oh my god.
Truly. So sad.
29. Yeah. Anyway.
Hey. I mean, I honestly, I'm just saying, I probably would have given more money to this game on Kickstarter if they.
Hey.
Okay, we'll get to this in a second. I just want to. We'll continue this in a second. I just want to say that had they sold the stretch goals as give us enough money and we'll kill off another character, I would totally have given more. Oh yeah.
The next year, Kinokuniya dies.
No.
In the next chapter, we murder Kinokuniya.
No.
Oh yeah, Murasaki. There's something I need to apologize to you for.
Oh my. Okay, that's what this is. Get out of here. It's okay.
I didn't say anything.
We both know it without either of us saying anything. We already forgave each other a long time ago.
Yeah.
I also remember this. That's why. So don't regret the past too much. We live in the present after all.
Or whatever the fuck this. I wouldn't really call this the present.
We quote unquote live in the quote unquote present.
Yeah, we quote unquote live in the quote unquote. Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god. I thought it was gonna be another credit sequence. No? What the fuck is happening now? Oh, now we're Shuichi reading Suicide Note.
You can see
the note is right there.
Dimitri, they're so cruel.
This is truly, I'm back. I came back from school to find Murasaki sleeping on my bed. Wait, her body is still there? Why is she in her shrine maiden clothing? On my bed. The TV was on despite not showing anything either. There's an unfamiliar purple envelope on the desk. Wait, so hold on. Do they just leave their bodies there? Wait, this poses some problems. This poses some...
His mom discovered his corpse there, and his mom in this world discovers her corpse there.
Yeah, I think this truly is implying potentially that Shuichi's fucking corpse is just sitting in his bedroom, and mom just finds it. This is made worse every moment.
The longer this goes on, the more I wanted it to have ended 5 minutes ago.
How are they gonna explain this to the cops?
I think the only way that this is okay is if when they go to the new timeline, they were erased from the old timeline. But I think we all know that's not how it happened.
Well, because he said, right? The TV is off.
No, he said the TV's on, but it's not showing anything.
But it's not showing anything, right? So, like, that means the Blu-ray's, like, out.
I guess.
But she's still there.
I took it in hand and turned it around. There was nothing on the front or back. He's gonna fucking read it and be like, wait, what do you mean suicide? You're right here. And then she's gonna fucking Thanos. But what? What is happening?
What?
Gah! She suddenly screamed and took it from my hand.
No, this is...
Aw, I wanted it to end 5 minutes ago. I like that ending. I don't want it to be happy. No, what? What do you mean? Wait, what happened? Wait, why are you sleeping here? Wait, why are you so loud? I became a runaway train of questions. Murasaki, on the other hand, was protectively holding the envelope and staring directly at me.
Did that world just snap and then that Shuichi died and she's just back here? No consequences?
No consequence.
God.
Or maybe that Shuichi got snapped back to the old world. And so now his corpse in that world is awake again.
That might be true. That's also fucked up though. Because that means Murasaki's here.
No. Wait, but there's a Murasaki in the old world too, right?
Yeah, but that just means that Murasaki's back to being shafted again.
Yeah. Yeah, because now she's back in the universe where she gets cuckolded. True.
I don't like. I kind of am with you, Dimitri.
I kind of like the idea where they die together.
Right. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
It's cruel, but she should have.
I think another problem. I don't know if I would call it a problem, but another thing that this sort of presents, the fact that his body is in timeline A, but her body was in timeline B because Murasaki A never went into the Blu-ray, is that she was completely right, and this Murasaki was created at that point in time, and she isn't the original Murasaki, so she is the imposter.
Yeah, also means the original Murasaki is she still there?
I think she's just in timeline A, like with Shuichi's dead body that just got revived.
Okay, so this is the same thing that's happening here, but on the other side. We'll see. I hope.
Well, no, it wouldn't be the same thing because she wouldn't have written that letter because she wouldn't have known about the double universes.
Yeah, it's not the exact. It's not the same. Like the same kind of.
I think what Murasaki A is going through right now is what we wanted, which was Shuichi comes back, Ghost Girls are gone, and then they're in a relationship.
I don't know why we came back to this time.
Whereas this timeline is the one where she gets cuckolded forever.
Anyway, whatever. Yeah.
What are you doing in my room?
That's a secret.
A TV was on. Shrine priestess clothing. Fainting. A shady envelope. I know. You failed an exorcism again, didn't you?
Shuichi, you're so stupid.
An evil spirit appeared from the TV. You came here with your priestess clothing to exorcise it, but it overpowered you and you fainted. With that in mind, that envelope has to contain a paper talisman. Oh, the brilliance of my deductive mind.
Every time Shuichi... You're so dense.
Why exactly?
I'm leaving.
There's the facial expression I missed. I haven't seen this for a while. You've not been jaded in some time, Murasaki. Why?
Now you're stuck in the timeline that's... Wait, so is this gonna end like that?
Why'd they fake us out? Why'd they fake us out? Why did they fake us out with the credits when I wanted it to end?
Phew. I left the Kanzaki house and took a deep breath. Man, I really wouldn't be entering this house again, would I? What is going on? Shuichi broke space-time and came together with his fated one, so it's time for a nuisance like me to back out. Maybe I should move to some island in this.
You know what? No, I'm actually down with that. I want Murasaki to make the most of her life. Just fucking move to Cancun.
She's off the hook now.
She's off the hook, yeah. Yeah, now she doesn't have to.
She no longer needs the years of trauma.
She fucking sticks her fucking middle fingers up to the sky. I did your shit, Ghost Dad. I'm my own person now.
I'm my own girl. Okay, as I'm hey
little spiritualist. Oh.
Surprised at the sound voice, I turned around and saw the ghost from before. Oh, fucking Mario.
Oh, those clothes really suit you. You really are a spiritualist, huh?
That's why I can talk to you. Speaking of which, this ghost went to see the one she had a crush on. How was it?
I saw him. I cried my eyes out. But that made me get over it.
You got over it by crying? You know what would be wild if this was like fucking that girl's mom.
What about your love story?
That's a secret.
Hey, you're so mean. I'm a ghost. You could tell me anything.
That means it went really badly. It didn't work out.
Oh dear.
But I'm okay.
Really?
Yeah. I looked down to the road where I met the evening sun. It's likely we're connected in a different possibility. Well... well... I mean, there is Timeline A, where...
I do like that in Timeline A they're probably together, and then in Timeline B she just fucking lives it up. Not tied to him anymore.
Both are good, honestly. I'm fine with that. I don't know how I feel about Timeline A Prime, where
they died together. I would have been fine if that's where the game had ended. I was perfectly okay with that ending.
It's interesting, though, because this game has now given us 3 canonical endings that all happen simultaneously.
Well, I don't think A Prime happened. I think this proves that A Prime ended, I think.
I mean, yeah, but like it just means that those.
I think it's just saying that it's snap back to bodies. Yeah. I do really appreciate that this DLC explained the ending of the original game.
Even this DLC hasn't touched like Chiako though yet.
I don't think it will. I don't think it's about Chiako.
Not about Chiako. She's not in this one. A few seasons passed and the summer came again. Well, a whole year happened. I took care of business and I went out into the silent morning town.
Oh shit! Someone else died.
Following that day, Shuichi and I returned to being just childhood friends. Wait, who died?
No, morning. I was making a joke on morning because earlier they were going morning and I kept saying it's nighttime.
I brought it back. Her dark clothes and I thought that I had misread it.
Oh.
You gaslit me.
Sorry.
I was so consciously avoiding him. I didn't know what to say to him or what face to make in front of him.
Blah.
That's a good one. Also, it'd be embarrassing if he asked me about the contents of the envelope. Which were
I'm killing myself to spend time with you.
Due to this and that, we almost completely stopped seeing each other. Well, by this and that, do you mean you avoided him explicitly? But the fact that Shuichi found happiness made me strangely relieved, because it meant that my pact to his dead dad was fulfilled. And that's why I wasn't satisfied with how things were and lived like myself. I carefully closed the gate to my house and went to cicada husks.
Don't tell me about cicada husks right now.
Soon because
I don't want to hear about cicada husks right now.
Suddenly looked back at that special summer. That was a whole year ago. Was my other half able to do what she had to do? Had she met Shuichi on the other side and achieved her goals? See, it's interesting now. We've got like some dichotomy. Now that Chiako's curse was gone, I had no means of finding out about that. It's interesting that they made us look at this through the eyes of this Murasaki who's destined to not be with him.
Yeah.
Instead of just flipping timelines. There's no point thinking about it, so I started walking towards school. A pleasant southern wind shaking the trees at the side as the path passed me by. It's interesting too, because it means that the Shuichi we were playing with is like no longer in this game.
Yeah.
Had a feeling, felt a feeling, felt an emoji. Wow, look at that animated 4 scenes.
Okay.
Well, okay. I don't trust it anymore because we've been.
Yeah, now we're gonna go into a long saga about like her like breaking the stock market and like becoming a multimillionaire and kidnapping Chiako and becoming a supervillain. Okay, I think that's it.
So, it's interesting. I don't know. Well, we got all this stuff.
They added, yep. Oh boy.
Did you ever figure out how to look at that whole CG from the last?
No, I don't even know if it's possible. The great thing about this game is that nothing is available online about it. Nobody's ever played this and talked about it. Like
you
beyond
press any of the arrow keys or anything, nothing happens.
No.
What a good video game.
Truly. So strange.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. So we are now officially done with this game. We are not coming back to 7 days, not ever again. I will say though, I'm glad this is the ending and not. I like this ending more than I like the original ending.
Yeah, I like any of the endings presented in this one a lot more than.
Honestly, I thought this was the strongest the game had been up until now.
It really felt like
because there's less Shuichi.
It felt like, well, that too, but it felt like the game was speaking to us more. It felt like
it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, unfortunately, you have to know the lore of like the entire understand this, but there was like the same amount of effort in the game was put into this, but it was just one chapter, so you can handle it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the game was stretched a little thin on the other one, which is why some of like the girls felt a little bit like, well,
you were here.
Right?
Yeah. I enjoyed that though. That was a fun time. I was definitely, I don't know what I was expecting going into this. I was kind of like not super looking forward to coming back to this because I just wanted to be done. But this tied it up in a nice bow that I feel like the original didn't as much.
Yeah.
So
I also think making you play as Murasaki was a smart choice.
That was a very smart choice.
It's A, new, and B, she's not dumb as rocks. Stupid.
Fucking. Oh my god. She's fucking. It's an anywhere door. Oh my god. True.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I wonder if anyone's in this well. Hello?
Hello? Is anybody home? I need a bigger gun. Oh god. Well, that is it. Thanks, folks, for joining. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is a paid expansion or not for people who didn't get it, who didn't apply to Kickstarter. I have no clue, but I had fun with this. I enjoyed this. It was also nice to not have to do all the voices, because somebody else got to be the main character for once, and that is something I appreciated.
It was also nice because they'll put 2 characters in this one.
Oh, true. Yeah, I think definitely having fewer characters helped.
I think that's really is what it was. Like, I know it was called 7 days, but maybe there should have only been like 4 girls.
4 days, yeah. No, it was that was stretched thin. This was very focused. Yeah. Although fucking Hidehiko, fuck that guy.
Fuck him.
They did him bad. That's not how I would have written that character at all.
I don't think they intentionally made him unlikable, but they truly did.
Because, like, here's the thing, like, it creates like their fun childhood friendship in a very different light, where it's like
she actually felt beholden to it.
To be your caretaker, me, another 9-year-old child.
Yeah.
It was also like it wasn't necessary.
No.
Like, if you remove that scene with him from it, it changes nothing about how their interactions would have gone, but it changes the meaning behind it.
Yeah, it changes how you see everything.
Like, it changes it fully from just like, you know, it changes it from her being like just, it's a difference between them just being like together and her being like, I want to do something nice for you. Oops, I messed it up. Oh, that's sweet. I apologize, we're friends. To I'm doing this because your dead dad came to me in the real world and told me to, and also told me to not tell you that, and also I have a lot of trauma about it now.
God, truly. Well, I think that's gonna be it. We won't run this for too much longer. See you later. Yeah,
Bye.
Final thoughts? What did you guys think of this ending?
I'd say, like, the ending of them dying is cruel, but it, like,
I enjoyed it.
It would have been better.
I don't know. I think I
like how it ended up.
I like that it kicked them out, honestly.
I guess.
I like that it kicked them out, and I specifically like that it showed Murasaki's body in Timeline B regaining consciousness, because that helps us imply that implies for us that the same thing happened in Timeline A to Shuichi, which allows us to understand that Timeline A also went back to normal.
Yeah, it also like really explains like what has happened, where it's like, okay, there's 2 timelines now that like it branched somewhere.
Yeah, instead of one timeline where because one of the big things with the original was like, why are these the only 2 people that like know that there is a change in the world?
What is happening? Why are these the only people that?
Yeah, the one thing that is pretty interesting about Timeline A, when you think about it now, is that the Shuichi and Murasaki there don't know if they helped Chiako or not. I don't think. Maybe they do.
No, they don't. Because Murasaki, because the only one who could have told them that is Murasaki. She didn't.
That's true.
Yeah, but she told Shuichi that.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Did she? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Great.
Okay.
Alright. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night.